Code red. LEGO Fortnite just added fast travel to the game. So today, we are going to build the perfect travel system. If you didn't already know, we can now fast travel by finding bus stops to board the battle bus. But I have a massive problem. Where am I supposed to put a bus stop in a castle? Here's my medieval blacksmith, here's my medieval gatehouse, and here's my bus stop? It just, it doesn't fit. But we're gonna try. I've been building in the same world for 8 months, and my main goal is to make this the most explorable world possible. Every village that I build is gonna have a battle bus station, and I'm gonna do my best to make it fit into the style of the village that we're building in. While every village we build in is gonna have a bus stop, it's not gonna be the only way we can explore. In my mind, I'm picturing this perfect travel system where we have bus stops, launch pads, other travel items that can get us to the places where we wanna go, and all act as a complement to each other. And of course, we're not gonna do the whole map today because this is a long-term project, but we are going to get started. I've already gathered all the resources that I need, and I had enough resources for a couple village upgrades too, so we're officially a level 10 village. I've been crafting up some materials that we're going to need today over here at the blacksmith that we built in the last episode. And if you didn't see that episode, this is now where I have my crafting bench, stone breaker, and metal smelter. And I've been loving the functionality of this build. There are a couple of minor details that I want to change though. I actually couldn't fit behind this counter previously, so that's better. And I wanted to use this sign instead, but I didn't have the materials for it. I don't know if I like it, but I'll let it sit. I think it's cool. But no more dilly-dallying. Let's get down to business. We're gonna make some builds around the village first that incorporate launch pads that can help us get to places that are close. I don't know what I'm trying to say right now. Basically, my plan is everywhere you see a campfire, there will be a launch pad with it. And we're primarily gonna place these along paths and hills, and I did not put that campfire there. Please excuse me. Son of a nutcracker. The goal is to have a launch pad at every campfire so it's easily identifiable, so no enemy campfires are allowed. But I need backup. Let's go, Yeti. Got your campfire. Only 2 enemies left? I literally had 2 people left. This is unbelievable. I don't even know. Well, I got the campfire. They can have the castle for now. I am so sneaky. Can't forget the cheese. Alright, I'm skipping town. Let's get to the fun stuff. We are going to make an actual build for these, but the base concept is just going to be campfires and launch pads placed on hilltops. Quite the revolutionary concept, I know. It's going to look cool though. And this is going to make exploring areas around our base a lot quicker, which is something the fast travel system wouldn't really help with. But the idea of putting campfires and launch pads on hilltops actually came from Lord of the Rings. Great films. But yeah, this is supposed to kind of be like the Beacons of Gondor with a launch pad. Let me show you some prototypes that I've been working on. Prototype number 1. A little simple, a little boring, but it's functional and it does the job. I don't know though. I don't think this is it. But let me show you prototype number 2. I like this one a lot better. Really just getting back to my roots here. Fences, stairs, wood, all the good stuff, I think I like this one. This might be the move. But here's prototype number 3. This is... I don't know what this is. This is getting torn down. But without further ado, it is time to build our launch pad build things. I don't really know what to call them. I'll see you on the other side. Oh my goodness, jeez. That scared the daylights out of me. And we are pretty much done with the launch pads for now, and I think we got a pretty good start. The idea is to have more of these smaller, kind of simpler designs on lower hills, and then if we ever have like a higher cliff, we'll build something a little bit more elaborate like we did on the first one way over there. And yeah, if I'm being honest, I'm not too crazy about the designs for these. I mean, I like them, but I don't know. I feel like sometimes my videos just take so long because I want everything to be so perfect and I want every build to just be something that I'm completely in love with. And this is, I don't know, I feel like this is more like functionality based. It's something I've been wanting to do for a long time and we finally did it. So for that reason, I am happy with it. But with all that said, I do like this one. I like this one a lot. So we'll put these bigger launch pad structures on higher hilltops like up there, and we'll end up coming up with different designs too, depending on what village we're around, just to make it fit into the theme. But that's a wrap for this part of the travel system. Now we gotta go find a bus stop so we can unlock the recipe to build our own, and then we'll get started on that design. And luckily there's a bus stop right outside our castle. Now these were super glitchy when they first came out to where we couldn't actually break them to unlock the recipe, but I think we can now. Yeah, we can. All right, there we go. So once we pick these items up, we should have the battle bus station unlocked. And if you didn't know, they increased our backpack size to 32 slots, and somehow I'm still managing to completely max it out. But we got the build recipe. Let's head back to the village. I'm gonna drop off some of these items before I forget because my backpack is way too full. Also, I really need to do something about this chest situation. This is just an absolute nightmare. And I mentioned this in the last episode, but my plan is to organize storage based on profession, so each house will have specific items that are supposed to go there. We already did the blacksmith, which helped our storage situation a little bit, but I desperately need to finish other houses because this has gotten out of hand. But if you're interested in seeing how the rest of this village and castle turns out, subscribe because I will be making more videos on that very soon. But enough of that, it's time to get into our fast travel build. I alluded to this earlier, but pretty much everything that we build is going to be theme based, and that's going to be no different with our fast travel bus stops. I had a few different ideas in mind, but eventually landed on this one, and I think this is the perfect spot for it. And now for the finishing touch. Now we can fast travel to any bus stop on the map. I just gotta go find more bus stops. I'm sure there's probably one back by my Viking village, so let me know what builds you think might look cool for a Viking themed bus stop, and we'll build that in another episode. Anyways, I'm really happy with how this turned out, but I totally forgot I had to fill that section in. Oops, I'll get to that in a minute. One thing I'm not sure about is the wheels on this feel very out of proportion compared to the rest of the build. Like, they look pretty wonky, but I feel like it's a good wonky. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Good wonky or bad wonky? But shout out to the Modernist. That's where I got the idea to use these tables as wheels in the first place. The Modernist built a wagon too, and yeah, it looks absolutely awesome. So definitely go check it out. One thing I'm trying to get better at is adding color variation to builds, which is why I built the blacksmith roof this way, and also why I added these stone pieces to the path, which I don't know if I like or not yet, but I think it looks okay. I was also going to try to add some color variation to the roof of this wagon, but it's kind of hard with this specific piece. Like, the only other color is the gray concrete piece, and that just wouldn't really go. So I tried adding some thin floors to give it a little color variation, but that just looked a little awkward to me. So that's why I used this piece, which is just the exact same color, but gives it a little bit more shape, and I feel like it turned out okay. But I don't know, let me know what you think. But I filled in this section that I forgot to earlier, and I think something's wrong with Snowcap. This is mildly concerning, but that's gonna be it for me today. Appreciate you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.